Hello HSE professionals, greetings of the day. So today in this video we are going to discuss about the requirements of gas cylinder rules 2016. So let's see some of the key definitions. Like competent person. Competent person means a person recognized by the chief controller of explosive to be a competent person, or a person who holds a certificate of competency for the job in respect of which competency is required from an institution recognized by the chief controller of explosive in this behalf. Gas cylinder. What is gas cylinder? A gas cylinder or a cylinder means any closed metal container that is intended for the storage and transport of compressed gas with a volume of volume exceeding 500 ml but not exceeding 1000 liters. This will be a gas cylinder as per this rule. So now let's see some of the requirements as per this rule. So the general provisions talks about when we come to the filling, possession, import and transport of cylinders. So what is the standard record? This rule requirement is no person shall fill any cylinder with any compressed gas or import, possesses or transport any cylinder so filled or intended to be filled with such gas unless such cylinder and its valve have been constructed to a type and standard specified in Schedule 1 and the test and inspection certificates issued by the inspecting authority in respect of cylinder and its valve are made available to chief controller and prior approval of the said authority is obtained for the import and transport of cylinders. Then come to the next requirement on the valve. So valves to be fitted to gas cylinders shall comply in respect with the specifications like for the industrial gas cylinder it should meet the requirement of Indian standard, that means IS 3224. So in case of medical gas cylinders, the valve should meet that requirement of IS 3745. And for the cylinders used with the breathing apparatus should meet the requirement of Indian standard 7302. So please remember these Indian standards when you are doing the inspection on these gas cylinders. Then come to the next important requirement of safety relief devices. So cylinders manufactured in India, the safety relief devices should be fitted in their bodies and the safety relief devices should be maintained in accordance with the Indian standard requirement of IS 5903. So in case of the cylinders for the poisonous gas shall not be provided with any safety device. Please remember the poisonous gas cylinders will not have the safety relief devices. So what are the poisonous gas? Like carbon monoxide, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen bromide, sulfur dioxide, chlorine, hydrogen sulfide, carbonyl chloride. So these are the poisonous gas. So these cylinders will not have the safety devices. So please remember this. So when come to the next important requirement on the prohibition of smoking, firelights and dangerous substances. So no person shall make smoke and no fires, other blowpipe flames or repairs or no articles, substances or flammable nature labeled spontaneous ignition, cause or communicate fire or explosion shall be allowed at any time in proximity to place where any cylinder or gases is being filled, stored or handled. Then no person in or near any place where cylinders containing flammable gases are filled, stored, or handled shall have in his possession any matches, fuses, or any other appliances for producing ignition or explosion. So these are the provisions of smoking, fires, and lights and other dangerous substances in near to the storage or handling the gas cylinders. Then come to the important point like handling and use of gas cylinders. So when we are handling, the cylinders shall be adequately supported during handling. Trolleys and cradles of adequate strength shall be used when moving the cylinders. The cylinders shall be handled carefully and not be allowed to fall upon one another to otherwise subject to any undue shock. Sliding, dropping or playing with cylinders is prohibited, and LPG cylinders and gas cylinders containing liquidable gases shall always be kept in an upright position. Cylinders used in horizontal position shall be so secured they cannot roll. Then the storage of cylinders. The cylinders shall be stored in a cool, dry, ventilated place under cover, away from boilers, open flames, steam pipes, or any potential sources of heat. The storage room or shed shall be fire resistant in construction. Then moving to the next requirement of examining periodicity of examination and testing of cylinders. No person shall fill any cylinder with any compressed gas unless the cylinder has been examined and subject to hydrostatic test or hydrostatic stress test and other tests set forth in Schedule 4th within such period as specified in Indian Standard 15975 or as approved in writing by the Chief Controller. Then one more, the last requirement, contaminating of cylinder. So in case of the cylinder which fails to pass the periodic examination or test or which lose the tare weight by over 5% or which any other defect is found to be unsafe for the use of the cylinder shall not be filled with any compressed gas and shall be destroyed by flattening as it is a whole or after being cut into pieces in such a manner that the pieces cannot be again be joined together by welding. So thanks HSE professionals. So we will meet in the next video. Thank you.